Jay Rich in the cut, man. We definitely got to talk about that Western Conference Game 4, OKC versus the Minnesota Timberwolves, man. Y'all know what time it is. Being, living in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, that was a good ass win for sure. And I know, you Timberwolves fans, man, Minnesota, bro. I listen. Let me just say this: being and living in Oklahoma, you you really get used to the entire country pretty much thinking Oklahoma doesn't exist. Why do we even have an NBA team? Why is Shea the MVP? You get used to that of the disrespect of whoever the Thunder go against in the playoffs. That city is just not gonna understand what the Thunder means to the city. And man, you gonna learn real quick. And hey, that game came down to the wire, but I really did enjoy watching that one. That was a really good one, especially for Memorial Day. NBA, I'm on to you. I'm on to you, NBA, because we all know what happened. Like y'all gave the Timberwolves game 3. Because let's be real, if the Thunder won game 3, nobody even cares about today's game on Memorial Day. You know how much money the NBA is losing by viewership by not tuning into a conference finals game on a holiday. Like it just don't add up. It's the easiest thing to do is okay, let's give the Timberwolves a game to let this one lead up to being the game that it was. And man, boy, did they give the Timberwolves every chance in the world to do something in this one. But hey, I'm not gonna lie. Who really showed up for the Thunder today? SGA. Look, stop with the free throw merchant. Y'all just look. This man up here, he shot free throws. Michael Jordan, he went to the free throw line, but y'all not calling him a free throw merchant. So why does Shea got to be a free throw merchant, man? Let's talk about it. Because what I saw tonight was somebody out there getting buckets, but y'all don't want to give Shea his credit. It is what it is. He's the MVP of the league regardless, and that's all that really matters, man. But honestly, Shea showed up. Chet showed up big. Chet played big today, and really going into this series, the number one question mark that I had was, well, how is Shea? How is Chet and iHeart gonna play big against a physical Julius Randle? And if you can like him or not, a four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, whatever. But Chet owned the paint tonight, man. Starting off, man, hey, Chet played big, man. Dunking the ball, driving in the lane, tough finishes, blocking shots. He had a crucial block in that fourth quarter. Jaden McDaniels, man, showing right why he is the rim protector that he is. But shout out to Chet. Played like that third option and a member of the Big Three of the OKC Thunder, man. That was cool and much needed from the Thunder tonight. And then J Dub with another 30 ball. Hey, I ain't gonna, man. J Dub can really be unguardable, bro. Like, it's just a mindset for him because us as, watching him here in OKC, and I'm not trying to say Thunder fans because people are gonna say I'm bandwagon because really I'm a Dallas Mavericks fan, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. I've rocked with the Mavs since I was a little kid, but I live here in Oklahoma City for most of my life still. So Mavs my number one team. They've been eliminated, so of course I'm gonna rock with the city. I go to the games, you know what I'm saying. I live in OKC, so I am a Thunder fan. It's just I'm a Mavs fan first. Let's not talk about it. But really, I feel as if J Dub has always been the X factor for the Thunder, man. If he can show up like the number two option and number three, some nights if it's Chet's night that he's looking to be, who's really stopping this team, bro? This is like the Knicks look suspect. Let's keep it a buck. Even though they did get a win last night, and honestly, shoot, man, I turned that one off, bro. So they said Cat went off, whatever it is. But going back to this Western Conference Finals game, the Thunder's big three showed up, and Edwards 16 points, man. That's not gonna get it done, bro. It's just not. And you can see in the locker room, man. You can see it all over his face that he know this series is over. And for the ones who hating on the city, hating on OKC, thinking we can't do what we do, hey, I mean, look, we finna be back in the finals, baby. Been over 10 years. Y'all remember the KD, Russ, James Harden days, right? But I mean, it's time for the city to be back on that national stage. And I don't care if y'all want to call it a small market. That's cool. We'll take that. But y'all can't tell me they're not. That's not a fun and exciting team to watch. If you know and you love basketball, let me know. But this game really once again showing that it's a new era in basketball. Obviously, the GOAT, you see, y'all can hate on that if you want to, too. For my LeBron fans, yes, that is the GOAT. But it's a new era in basketball, man, with Shea Gillis Alexander, players still like Ant. Ant's still a bucket. I mean, we can even talk about that. I think he should have been first team All NBA if we're going to be real. I mean, shoot, a 27 per game scorer isn't first team All NBA. I don't know what they're doing over there because that's crazy. Like, it should be a no brainer. But I think at the same time, now we got to look really because, I mean, Timberwolves not coming back from 3-1. We know this. So who do y'all think the Thunder will play in the finals? With the Knicks getting that last game and it being 2-1, it is going to be another game in Indiana. But what do y'all think and who do y'all think should be coming out of the East to, let's say it, to, at this point, to play the Oklahoma City Thunder? What y'all think? I think I think it's gonna be the Pacers, man. I think they're a more disciplined team. They know how to win on the road, which you have to do, and I think they have a lot of depth. I know with Aaron Neesmith having battling injuries, he's a key part of why they've had success because you got to have a bench, and even the Knicks realized that Tom Thibodeau had to go into his bench because of the injuries the Knicks had. So when it comes into the playoffs, like you gotta find those role players that can give you minutes when your starters either are hurt or when they really gas. You can't play five players for a whole NBA playoff run. Like we've never seen that before, and we're never gonna see that. And if the Knicks think they can do that and win a ring, it ain't gonna happen, bro. And I know like running into Knicks fans, like I ran into a Knicks fan last week here in OKC. Bro was cool, but like this is before the series had started. He pretty much was like on some man Pacers. They can't hold us, man. Our starting five, we got it. We got JB, we got Cat. They can't do. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, bro, the Knicks. They're not. This ain't the Warriors, nigga. Bro, they can be beat. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, on that, but you know, another great night for the NBA. Sure, they made a ton of money with that game going down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? Um, I know they try to push players like. Let's talk even about the agenda of who's the face of the league now, because obviously if you pay attention, They want to push Anthony Edwards as the face of the league. But here comes Shea Gildas Alexander from Canada being the MVP. Toronto at that. And side note, I fucking hate Toronto's accent. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Toronto fans have the worst, or Toronto people have the worst accent in the world, bro. Don't know what they be talking about. But for them to have someone like Shea winning league MVP, what does that do to push the face of the NBA? Does it have to be a U.S. born player to be the face of the league? Can it be an international player? Because if we're going to be honest, players like Jokic, Giannis, Luka, Embiid, you know what I'm saying? These are kind of the faces of the league, and have been the faces of the league for quite some time. It's even a stat saying the league MVP has been a foreign player for the last 9 years, bro. Like, that should tell you off rip who's gonna bring it home for the U.S. Because I mean it's not looking too good for us. Ant is the one that we're counting on to do that, or somebody like a Jason Tatum. You know, I'm also a Mavericks fan too, so I'm rooting for. What's up, Princess Dior? How you doing? What's good? Appreciate you tuning in to the live stream. We just talking some basketball, but also we can talk whatever too. But you know, Cooper Flag coming to the Mavs, most likely they're gonna try to push him as the face of the league. So, you know, if y'all don't understand, this is all entertainment at the end of the day. Like, this is about money. Like, these organizations, these businesses, they're gonna get their bread. So whatever they need to do, somebody needs to miss a free throw or commit a foul or or miss a shot. I hate to say it, being a basketball fan, but that's what's gonna happen. But I think, bro, who is? No, I don't know. I don't know about that now. I hope, bro. The bro on it makes me think you're not a woman, and so I'm sorry. I don't rock that way. Please don't. If you are, let it be known. But I don't. It don't sound like it from that message. But appreciate the love in the chat, nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, I don't rock that way. But all my ladies though, you know, if you like what you see, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, it's just I think it's really interesting, even when it comes to like Team USA, like that's gonna be interesting of the next wave of who's gonna be on that team because we got guys like LeBron, KD, Steph Curry. They're not gonna be on that next team, bro. It's a new era of basketball. Even on the East, I mean, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton. Those are some young up and coming players. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones holding the torch for the league. But we can go. Speaking of the ladies, I want to talk about some WNBA too because the WNBA is cooking up. To answer the chat question, do I watch football? Yes, I watch football, college football, NFL. We watch it all, man. What's your favorite team? We could talk some football too, though, But I want to talk WNBA. I do want to talk about WNBA because a lot of people had to say. First of all, no. Let me say this first. Why do y'all hate Angel Reese? Like, why? Why? She's First of all, she fine as hell. Let's just get that out the way. But at the same time, it's like I know she be a little dramatic. You know what I'm saying? What you may even think about that foul that Caitlin Clark committed and all that kind of stuff. Maybe it was a little excessive how she got in her face. And I know people want to just go to basketball when we talk about this because the way I view Caitlin Clark on a basketball standpoint, and I'm only saying this because I'm gonna be real with y'all. We need more people to watch the WNBA, bro. I know that's not the most popular thing to do or say or go to a WNBA game. I've never been to one. I'll be down to go. Shit, I'll go. Shit. But it's like we gotta start supporting our people. You know what I mean? Angel Reese in the league. It's a bunch of other WNBA players. You know, we gotta start giving them content too. You feel me? I mean, as a sports fan, I'm just talking as a sports fan. You know, I love sports. I love sports, and I love music too. So I got some, you know, got a little setup. Got some records too. You know, shout out Kendrick. You know, we got Trap Soul over there. You know, we got Tupac, Nip. You feel me? Then we got this over here. You know I can't. You know I gotta be with the shenanigans, man. Gotta have Drizzy Drake. Even got some SZA in there. You know, so it's like this is a whole movement I got going on over here. If you want to be on the podcast, let me know. You know, we can set that up too. I've had we're talking, you know, whatever your if you're an artist, what your music is. If you're an athlete, what you do. You know, we've done it, and so if you want to be on the pod, let me know. But and then even please stop right here what you're doing and subscribe. Subscribe to Up for Debate. If you want to know what Up for Debate means and stands for, it's in the name. I come on here and I debate topics. It's up for debate. So I came up with that title a long time ago, made it a movement, made it a YouTube, and that's what we do. You know, we have a show as well with co-host. But yeah, we debate topics. We keep it up for debate. So even in the chat, I like to incorporate the chat. Y'all are giving me a lot of love. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate the I love for real. So, but I like to debate topics. So if y'all give me topics, we can debate that, and then I want to interact with the chat. That's what I'm here for. But going back to just the W, they need some more support. Stop the Angel Reese hate. Stop the Caitlin Clark hate. You know, I mean, and just support, bro. Like, I just think that whole situation, it is this country already divided by race, you know, and that's just what it always going. It's gonna be that way. Like our human nature is just there's racist people out there that is always gonna be racist. Like you can't change their mind on nothing. Like it's just what it's gonna be. And even being black, you know, you gotta move knowing that that's the reason. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening. So that's I think that's really why people are just mad that Angel Reese is being who she wants to be and play basketball. Do I think she needs to work on her game? Yes, I do. Like you can't be out here missing layups, like 3 and 4 layups, and getting your own rebound and going back up with it when you got your teammates opening for threes. Like I told you, I'm a sports person. I'm gonna keep it about sports. You can't do that. So yeah, she needs to work on her game. But like a lot of people that gotta wake up tomorrow morning, go to that 9 to 5 that they hate, or even earlier, have a lot to say about someone who's living their life and doing what they love to do and making money from it. And you know, that's internet's a crazy place, but that's how I kind of see it when it comes to that. But going into some football, because I did get asked, "Do you watch football?" I do, And my team's college will start college Texas Longhorns. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm from Oklahoma, but I've always been a Texas fan. I know that may sound crazy, but yeah, Texas Longhorns for sure. Arch Manning, you know what time it is, man. We was one couple of plays away from going to the Natty last year, so we gonna make it happen this year. I'm for sure on that, for sure, for sure. NFL, y'all don't clown me on this one, but it's the Cowboys. I'm a Cowboys fan. I hate even admitting that shit. I'm gonna be real with you, cause we ain't doing right now. But we did pick up George Pickens from my NFL heads. We picked up George Pickens, you know. So we're gonna see what that do with Dak. I still think Dak may need to leave. It may be time for Dak to go. But yeah, we rocking with the Cowboys when it comes to football, NFL. There's the NFL as a whole, though. Let's talk about it. Shador Sanders. Everyone wants to talk about it. The NFL. I just talked about the racism piece of it. God dang, they making it blatant and clear when it comes to Shador. Like, how do you go from a first round draft grade, a first round pick, to a fifth round pick? Like, we can't ignore the red. We can't ignore the elephant in the room. Like, they literally are messing with his money. Like, no, we don't want to give you that type of contract. You're gonna take 4 million and be happy with it and come to work every day. But Shador never needed the money anyway. And I'm gonna be honest. I mean, so you're trying to tell me Shador is the first? He's the first athlete to come into the league with already being with a family that already has money. Like, you can't tell me that's the truth. Shador is not the. He's not even the first. He's not even the first NFL. Like, he's not even the first player that their dad played in the league. So you can't tell me it's that. It's pure hate for Deion Sanders, and it's really just hate for Shador because he doesn't need the NFL's money. He's gonna be good regardless. And really, I mean, as a parent perspective, wouldn't you not want that for your child to not have to need and not have to want that you already have it for them? I mean, you can still find ways to make sure they're humbled and like take care of what they have and be respectful, which I feel like Shador does. Like, let's be real, bro. If you was Deion's son or something, bro, you be reckless as hell. Like, nigga, you don't need the league. You don't need to play football. You good. You got money. Like, you don't have to be respectful. You don't have to do none of that. You're gonna be good regardless. You're kin to Deion Sanders, but I don't see that in Shador. I see it. I see a young player that's hungry, that wants to win, that wants to do it the right way, that's not in the media, that's not in the streets, that's not like, making a bad image for his dad or his family. Like, and I know those are just basic things that most players do, but when you see so many other players abuse it, especially in this NIL era, if we want to really get into it, where players can literally go get whatever car they want to in college. Like, for all my people in the chat have been to college, you was struggling. You wish you had a couple $1,000s a month. Imagine having, imagine getting like 50K a month. Imagine getting like 100K a year in college. But these dudes are getting millions in college. I know y'all wouldn't know how to act. I know y'all wouldn't. I know. Because we was reckless without the money. The fuck, y'all know. Come on now, we was reckless without the money, and so now they're getting this bread, and someone like Shador that's getting the money, he's never abused it. He may have put up his wrist one time, talking about perfect timing with a AP watch. That's the worst thing he's done. Travis Hunter. Look, another thing, because I was just over the parents' crib. My sister was like, or actually no, somebody was on. I was on the phone. They was like, "Damn, I hate that Travis Hunter married that girl, man." And I know that's kind of wild, cause like, bro, they're living their lives. They're not worried about what we have to say or what we have to do. But if the worst thing Travis Hunter did was marry his girlfriend with all the NIL, all the endorsements he's had, all the money he's gotten, he's never blew all his money away. You never seen him get into a fatal car crash, knock on wood, or like doing something reckless or robbing somebody or being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, whoa. So you would, yeah. So you would really, you wouldn't know how to handle that. So kudos to them because they're built for this and it goes a lot into it. You have to be trained to be a professional. My dad always told me that, professionals, they don't whine when something's going on in their personal life and they have to take that to work. They don't make it known. They don't, you know, take shortcuts. They're accountable. They're reliable. They do their job. They go above and beyond. They're responsive. They're responsible. And that's what a professional is. And so that's what they've been taught. Now this comment right here, yeah, I see it. Get the fuck off my chat, bro. Like I don't got time for that shit, bro. Like I'm actually about to. I don't play that shit, bro. I really want to report you, but I'm gonna just remove it because that shit weird. Niggas think they funny and shit, but you know, I see people here in the live stream, but nobody really in the comments. What's up? Say what's up. But a little bit about me. I'll tell y'all a little bit about me. I'm a photographer, videographer here in Oklahoma City. My main thing is sports photography and videography. You can go on Instagram and follow J.Rich Productions. Same thing on TikTok. You can actually follow my YouTube channel too, J Rich Productions. Um, but yeah, to see a lot of my work. I also do, besides sports, music videos. We've done podcasts, of course. Um, I'm a social media manager for a client that I have that they do a lot of traveling, and so I manage their social media account. But I love photography. I love videography. I've also done some commentary for sports too. Went to school for this, so I know what I'm doing. But even beyond that, though, I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of things that I learned were after I graduated. I'm gonna say that. So it's about the journey. It's about putting in the work. It's about getting better at what you really want to do, and having a passion for it. Because the passion is the first thing. If you don't even have the motivation to do what you love to do, you're never gonna get to where you want to go. But on top of that, you have to work to get better, and that's something that I'm working on. You know, writing stuff down, being accountable, being available, communicating with the ones around me, building a support around me that wants to see me succeed. If you ain't got other people around you that want to see you succeed, bro, you're not going nowhere, like at all. But that's my little 2 cents. I ain't acting like I got everything figured out. But that's a little bit about me doing my photography and videography. If you want to work with me, let's tap in. I'm more than willing to get that. I don't know what that was. In here, y'all. It's a ghost. No, I'm playing. Uh, but I've been on here for get a Shure mic. Okay, I will, man. This is how does this one sound? Do you like it or you think it's? I mean, it's about to die too, but get a Shure mic. No, I definitely want to upgrade my mic for sure. I wanted to get a Rode, but you're saying get Shure. That's probably the better mic for sure. You're right, but that definitely will happen soon. Getting better equipment, I'll probably get on here on live again. I could even show y'all my setup or just like what I have and everything. But I can tell you too, I still got more. I would say like a beginner's camera. I got an M50 Mark II. But I personally, I recommend that camera to anybody who's starting out. Number one, it's not that expensive. It's a mirrorless camera. It does have like um image stabilization. Like the autofocus is really good. Even has some eye tracking when it comes to the autofocus. What other good features do I like? The touchscreen flip out um, display that you can really get creative with, especially if you want to do some vlogging. You can flip the screen around and do that. You can also, tap the screen to start recording your video. I think it's very versatile when it comes to photography and videography for a beginner. And I love it. I'm a Canon boys all day. I love my Canon M50 Mark II. And I just found out too, which I'm gonna be using. You can live stream from your camera, bro. And I'm definitely gonna be using that a lot more when I'm doing some more like street type of videos. I want to start streaming that kind of stuff. Me and another person, a part of my social media network, we got called Slay and Chill. Stands for Sports, Life, Art, and Chill. I'm like this. I'm a part of that network, and my business is like a sub business network to that main network. And we got some stuff cooking up. So I want to be able to vlog and even live stream mostly on the go. And I'm gonna do that with my M50 for sure, Mark II. Um, I want better lenses. I got the kit lens, of course. I got a few other lenses for kind of like some longer range sports content, like doing football footage. I got some cameras. I mean, I got some lenses for that. Um, but I love what I do, and I want to upgrade and get even better stuff. I appreciate the guy in the comments, GD. Appreciate it, bro, for the comment on, getting a Shure mic. So we're gonna make that happen eventually for sure, for sure. Um, but I think I may get off of here. I like that y'all interacted with me, tuned into my live stream. I go by Jay Rich, so Jay Rich signing out. Y'all have a good night and thunder up. Let's go. Peace.